Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob has denied that the government had failed to revive the economy following the COVID-19 pandemic. He said Malaysia's positive economic performance in 2021 shows that the country is projected to achieve targets set for this year.
Saya terpaksa nak sebut ini kerana ramai yang menganggap bahawa kita masih gagal untuk memulihkan ekonomi. Sebenarnya kita sudah pun berjaya untuk memulihkan ekonomi. Dari segi FDI, peningkatan pada tahun 2021 melebihi daripada 50 bilion berbanding 14.6 bilion pada tahun 2020. Begitu juga dengan KDNK. Unjuran KDNK adalah sebanyak 5.5% sehingga 6.5% bagi tahun 2022. Unjuran ini, fokus ini adalah dibuat oleh IMF dan Bank Dunia.
Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri added, based on reports by the Department of Statistics Malaysia and Bank Negara, the country's economy grew by 3.1% in 2021 compared to a contraction of 5.6% in 2020. The Prime Minister also said that the government is always concerned about the welfare of the people, especially in helping tourism industry workers impacted by the pandemic. First day of school operations and adherence to the standard operating procedures SOPs at a school in Kuala Langat ran smoothly, according to Datuk Dr. Ma Hang Sun. The Deputy Education Minister said teachers at SJKC Bukit Fraser in Bandar Saujana Putra had done a good job in assisting the pupils on their first day of the 2022-2023 school year.
Ini sekolah yang baru ya, yang beroperasi ya. Jadi walaupun kapasiti ya untuk 8 kelas yang setiap satu boleh menampung 30 orang, bermasuk kapasiti ada 240. Tetapi untuk masuk hari ini saya dapati ada 198 murid yang berdaftar dan masuk ke sekolah hari ini.
He said this at a press conference this morning after visiting SJKC Bukit Fraser. Datuk Dr. Ma also said he monitored the students' school bags over concerns on the weight of their bags. He said the ministry will be providing lockers in primary schools that operate in dual sessions. Some businesses may be allowed to postpone or be exempted from implementing the 1,500 ringgit minimum wage, which is expected to come into effect on 1st of May. According to Deputy Human Resources Minister Datuk Awang Hashim, the ministry would deliberate on the postponement of the implementation of the new minimum wage for some business sectors, especially micro, small and medium enterprises. Some employers, he said, would be given an exemption, but this is still being discussed at the ministry level.
Dia ada beberapa segmentasi of majikan dalam pengumuman gaji minimum wage 1,500 ini. Yang tu kita akan umumkan kelak. Tetapi yang pentingnya, sempena Hari Buruh 1 bulan Mei, kita mengambil satu pengumuman yang akan mengubah sistem penggajian, memberi manfaat pada golongan B40 dalam negara kita.
Datuk Awang said this after launching a TVET program in Penang, Kedah yesterday. On Saturday, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob announced during the UMNO General Assembly that the national minimum wage would be revised to 1,500 ringgit beginning 1st of May. He said discussions between the relevant ministries would also be held to look into delaying the implementation of the policy for small and micro businesses with low income or revenue. The current minimum wage rate of 1,200 ringgit was gazetted in 2020. It was increased from the previous rate of 1,100 ringgit. The Finance Ministry MOF will begin a series of negotiations and offers to telecommunication companies that hold equity in Digital Nasional Berhad DNB. Telecommunications and Multimedia Minister Tan Sri Anwar Musa said the negotiation process is expected to be completed by June. He said MOF will deal with the issuing offers to all companies with experience in spectrum management.
Jadi mereka ditawarkan untuk bermula berunding dan mengambil saham-saham pada harga-harga yang diputuskan dalam perundingan. Syarikat-syarikat boleh memulakan buat engagement dengan MOF untuk menyusuli keputusan yang telah dibuat oleh Jemaah Menteri, dan kita telah meletakkan deadline ya sebelum akhir bulan Jun. Kita harap proses itu selesai untuk mereka mengambil saham-saham sehingga 70%.
Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz said the Cabinet agreed that the government, which holds 100% equity in DNB, would offer up to 70% equity to mobile network operators. The government had previously decided to carry on with the implementation of 5G network through the single wholesale network and by providing opportunities to telecommunication companies holding equity in DNB. Tan Sri Anwar said this after presenting donations to Form 6 students from the Ketara Parliamentary constituency in conjunction with the Back to School program yesterday. Work to upgrade the Sultan Ismail Petra Airport LTSIP in Pangkalan Chepah has been delayed for 83 days due to a shortage of foreign workers. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Economy, Datuk Seri Mustafa Muhammad said that work to upgrade and expand the LTSIP is currently at 9% compared to 14% according to the actual plan. He added that apart from the shortage of foreign workers, the implementation of the Movement Control Order, MCO, previously had also contributed to the delay in getting supplies for the upgrading and expansion works.
Jadi ke belakang 5%, tapi mengikut Malaysia Airport yang mantap projek ini juga pihak kontraktor, ini akan dapat boleh catch up lah. Ya. Pihak Kementerian Pengangkutan sedang berusaha lah untuk menyelesaikan masalah pekerja untuk membantu syarikat. Kita harap ini dapat diselesaikan. Yang penting kita ada cuma 2 tahun lagi lah.
He said currently there are about 180 workers available for the LTSIP upgrading and expansion process, and of the number, 30 are local workers and the rest comprise of foreign labourers. When work reaches the final stage, there is a need of up to 400 workers. He said this to reporters after visiting the LTSIP construction project site in Pangkalan Chepah yesterday. Elaborating further, Datuk Seri Mustafa said the contractors handling the project had applied to the Home Ministry for more foreign workers in a bid to overcome the problem. The Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency MMEA foiled an attempt to smuggle out 2.2 tons of ketum leaves worth an estimated 396,000 ringgit at the estuary of Kuala Kedah yesterday. Kuala Kedah Maritime Zone Director Nur Azri Yanti Ishak said they received information on suspicious loading activities in the area, and around 6 a.m. a Malaysian Maritime Patrol boat that was on Ob Aman patrol there was mobilized to detect the activity. In a statement yesterday, she said upon arriving at the location, the patrol boat spotted piles of suspicious-looking black plastic bags scattered along the estuary. Nur Azri Yanti added a total of 220 plastic packages were found, which contained green leaves suspected to be ketum leaves weighing an estimated 2.2 tons and which were believed to have just been placed at the location. She said all the seized ketum leaves, estimated to be worth 396,000 ringgit, were taken to the Kuala Kedah Maritime Zone jetty for further investigation under Section 30, subsection 3 of the Poisons Act 1952. And with that, we end today's updates at noon. In our top story, new school year begins smoothly. Tune in to News at 10 coming up at 10 p.m. on My Freeviews, saluran Berita RTM channel 123. You can also stream the channel via YouTube or RTM's Click web portal and mobile app. Thank you for watching. I'm Rene Fong, Salam Keluarga Malaysia.